Hi, I'm turning the ES on a 2000 tick chart with a 21 EMA. So today I'm up 4-0 today, so no losers in this trade right here, which I'll just get to it in a sec. But so my overnight highs are here, overnight lows here. We're in this range. EMA is flat, price just going sideways. Then we go into this small congestion right here, and I started trading around this area right here too. And so we're in the range right here. We break out. Most breakouts fail, but I did not want to take this entry right here because of the short-term trend line working through it. But then here I got another chance because now we just have two legs down. It's still a breakout. Still most likely to fail, except we have a good signal bar and there's no trend working down right there. So it looks pretty good to me. And so I entered with a stop order and I got 2.25 points. So then we push through the EMA. We have a first entry short, second entry short at the highs of this range. That doesn't even look that bad, to be honest. But yeah, that actually looks pretty good, to be honest. Because even if you're worried about that congestion right there, you would still have enough room to get out before these lows right here. Even if you're going for 1-to-1, so that actually looks pretty good to me. But yeah, I missed that though. So here we get back down to these lows. We get an entry. It's past the middle of the congestion here, so you definitely don't want to enter on that. But here we have another leg up. We have a break. We hold on to the EMA again. First entry. It's not something I would take. I would be worried about the short-term trend line and it just being a first entry and all. So then we break out of the overnight again. We pull back. No entry at all. We go completely sideways here. And then here we break out of the range. So breakout, most breakouts fail, and it's also a breakout pullback off of the overnight highs right here. So when you get that second entry, first entry long, second entry long, you have this short-term downtrend that plays out with a break and a new low. So downtrend, break, new low. That doesn't look too bad. I was kind of worried about the congestion, so I didn't take it, but the context is perfect, so I should have just entered on it. Um, so yeah, that looks pretty good. Then here we have a first entry long, second entry long. It doesn't tick higher here, but clearly there's two legs down. It's another breakout of this range right here. I still believe that this range was in play at this point. So it's a second entry long breakout, still a breakout pullback, but I kind of was worried about it not really, the overnight high wasn't really supporting it. It kind of just went straight through it. So I was kind of worried about it not holding very well. So then here, price rushed above the EMA and held with a higher low. So it was just like the confirmation of this trade right here. So I thought that looked pretty good. So definitely a good trade. And I had barely enough room to these highs to go for 1-to-1. I think I had to go one tick through. But either way, it's good. And then at this point, I was drawing this. And yes, by the way, this trade right here, I did not have this trend. I got this trend like right after I got this trade. I could have had this trend going up earlier, but um, this trend actually is not what caused me to take this trade. I got it like really soon after this trade worked out. So anyway, we have a couple legs up. Then we correct back down to the EMA, but we push through it. We push back above the EMA. We push back below. We're clearly going sideways here. The lows, there's nothing really fits very well. I put these highs here. Um, not I don't know how valid they are because they only hold twice here, but you can tell that there's some resistance up here. So when I took this trade, I wanted enough room to get out before there, which I still had to go a couple ticks through, I believe. But either way, we have three legs down to the key entry point. I was considering going long there, but it just didn't set up perfectly, so I kind of got scared out of it. But yeah, like if it had closed lower, then that would have been a lot better. But you know, so bounces, and then leads me to my next trade, a failed second entry. First entry short, second entry short, failure. Now, I didn't really like the higher low right here because it was kind of just entering at the high. Like on this higher low right here, it actually like clearly went all the way up here and pulled back. This one is kind of just like at the highs, right there. So, and if you draw this, it closes inside of it. See how it closes inside of this uptrend, and this one closes out. So there's that. So then this uptrend basically gets a break, and so I can also expect it to make a new high for that reason as well. So yeah, and then it had to go one tick, I believe, outside, but I got a 2-point target on that. And so then here, we go up, we have 2 legs back off the key entry point, and so this trade, I went for a big target on it, and the reason I did that, so in one of my recent videos, a few days ago, I was talking about how I had this uptrend day, and I was talking about how all of my trades were making 1 to 2 targets, so double reward than risk, and a lot of my trades, and even on this day, these two, and this one, so yeah, these 3 trades would have all made 1 to 2 had I gone for that. And so I was just really thinking on trend days I need to be, looking out for 1 to 2 trades more often. And then I saw that all 3 of these all got 1 to 2, but I only went for half of that profit, and I could have been going for twice as much. But at this point, I can clearly see the trend is up. It's a strong trend. We're off the key entry point again, 2 clear legs back. So I decided I'm already up 3 trades, so I'm just gonna risk it, and if I lose, it doesn't really matter that much. So I went for 5 points. My risk was 2.5 points, so that's 1 to 2, and I got 20 ticks. So yeah, that was my last trade. But so yeah. Then we push up. We have a first entry short, and then here we do tick higher here, so we have a first entry short, second entry short, but that's not much. That's not very convincing. It didn't pull back enough. Here is a clear failed second entry, first entry short, second entry short failure. There's a big pullback. I didn't enter on that. Um, it just, I was kind of afraid of it being choppy. It didn't look all that good, so I just didn't enter on that. But the context looks pretty good. So, but then we move up, a couple legs up, we go into this range, break out of the highs. Most breakouts fail. You're already in an uptrend though, so you don't really want to go short here. But then we break out of the main uptrend. So, and at this point, like around this area, I've stopped trading at this point. Um, yeah, sorry about the video being late. I had to go do something, but yeah. So at this point right here, um, around this area right here and on, I was done trading. So right now I'm going over stuff that I haven't actually seen live. But so the uptrend gets a break. We can expect a new high. We first attempt to go high fails. It's a second entry short off the EMA. Second entry short works. I wouldn't go short there though because I would be afraid of this uptrend making a new high and getting trapped. So then we have this first leg, second leg pushes above the EMA. Then we have a correction, 2-legged correction to the EMA. If you had gone for 1 to 1, you would have not gotten out, I don't think. But you would definitely not enter on this bar, on this entry anyway. You would want to enter way farther back, especially if you're entering with that bar. So yeah, but then it looks like some weird news item came out, and I guess that's just kind of looks like how it was for the rest of the day. But here it kind of looks like we're going sideways-ish. Uptrend break, expecting a new high. First entry down, then a higher low. Alright, well, I guess that's it for the day. Um, oh, sorry. All right. All right. Well, I hope y'all had a good trading day. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all learned something. So yeah, with this 1-2 stuff, yeah, I'm getting a lot really interested in it because a lot of the trades that I take end up getting 1-2. So I need to start thinking about that while I'm trading. So this was my first 1-2 trade in a really really long time. Um, if I could have recorded that, that would have been really awesome. I'll definitely try to. If I'm ever thinking about going for a 1-2 trade, I'll think about recording it, just so I can have one for y'all to see. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a good day.